Hey everyone, it's Laura here from makingcards2some.com, and it's time for another Saturday Stamp Day carding video. For today's card, I'm going to be using the Ella and Friends stamp set and die cut set from Mama Elephant. Just really love this stamp set because of the cute elephant and also because of the coordinating little images in this stamp set. I'm going to mount those two images onto an acrylic block, and I'm going to stamp them onto some Simon's Stamp Ultra Heavyweight white cardstock, and then I'm going to stamp those images using Memento Tuxedo Black ink. I like to use this cardstock and ink to do Copic coloring. It just works perfectly, and the colors blend really easily with this particular cardstock. So first I'm going to color the elephant. I'm using a base of an NO Copic marker first, so I'm just adding that to the elephant, and then I'm going to add my first layer of shading. I'm just going around the edges of the cardstock or of the image using an N1 Copic marker, and then I'm going to be adding the second layer of shading. I am using an N2 Copic marker, and then I'm going to blend everything together using an NO Copic marker again. So this is just the first color that I use, so I like to use that to blend all of those colors together. Next, I am going to add just a tiny little bit of more shadow using an N3 Copic marker, just going around the edges again, but I'm just adding a little bit of that color, not too much. Then I'm going to color the bunny. First I'm adding some blush using an R11 Copic marker, and then I'm going to use a NO Copic marker again. I'm going to use that around the edges, and I'm going to blend that together using the colorless blender. I'm just doing that so that the gray and the pink of those ears just blend together nicely. So yeah, just using the colorless blender here. And then I'm going to use the coordinating die cuts from the Ella and Friends stamp set from Mama Elephant. You could totally just fussy cut those images, but I just like to have a white edge around these images. Just really like the look of it. I adhered the images onto a journaling card from the Up in the Clouds collection by Pink Fresh Studio. So I just adhere those images using foam adhesive. And then I'm going to figure out which sentiment I should be using on this card. I am using the Bubble Talk stamp and die cut set from W+9 here. So I'm going to use the die cut first to stamp my greeting. And I'm just going to die cut that out of some Nina White cardstock. So here I'm just kind of figuring out where to place it. And then after I die cut it, I'm going to stamp the greeting using Memento Tuxedo Black ink as well. Just really like the tiny or the cute font of that I love you greeting. So cute. By the way, I'm giving this card to my mom since it's Mother's Day tomorrow. I'm going to adhere the journaling card onto my onto a standard size note card using some fun foam. I'm going to adhere that using my ATG by Scotch. I just love this adhesive. But you could also just use foam squares, of course. Then, last but not least, I'm going to adhere some sequins. These are by Pretty Pink Posh, and these are just some of the newest sequins that just released about a week ago. I'm adhering them using glossy accents, and I'm also using my EK Success tweezers to adhere those. So that finishes up the card for this week's Saturday Stamp Day card and video. Thank you so much for watching. Bye!